The crash was just horrific. Investigators say a Chickasaw police car traveling at a high rate of speed last year smashing into a car driven by a teenager from McIntosh.
And now the family of the 18-year-old has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the city of Chickasaw and the officer behind the wheel. Fox 10 News investigative reporter Brendan Kirby now joining us live from Chickasaw where that crash happened. Brendan, update us.
Well, Byron and Lenise, this crash happened right here on West Lee Street at Interstate 65. Let me show you, that's the intersection. The teenager was getting off the interstate and the officer was traveling on West Lee. A lawyer for the family says that a hill obstructed the officer's view and that he was going way too fast.
Kenya would have been the valedictorian of McIntosh.
18-year-old Kenya Reed's family describes her as a magnet who attracted people by the force of her personality. They say she was a cheerleader, a basketball player, and on track to graduate as valedictorian of McIntosh High School. That all ended on January 10th of last year. She just left dinner at her mother's house and was on her way home. John Givens, an attorney who represents Reed's estate, says Officer Joseph Hand was traveling at 95 miles per hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone.
Driving the way that he was driving that day is frankly unexcusable.
A wrongful death suit filed last week in Mobile County Circuit Court seeks unspecified damages against the city of Chickasaw and Hand, who was on duty at the time of the wreck. I tried to talk to Hand at his home, but he didn't answer the door. City Hall had no comment on the suit. The Chickasaw city attorney didn't immediately return a phone call, nor did Brent Day, a lawyer who represented Hand in a criminal case arising from the accident. In that case, a grand jury indicted Hand on a charge of criminally negligent homicide. But a judge dismissed the charge earlier this year because the indictment came after the one-year statute of limitations for the misdemeanor offense. Mobile County Assistant District Attorney Lewis Walker tells me it's possible prosecutors could seek a different charge.
We haven't made that decision yet, but there is no statute of limitations for any other homicide offense if prosecution is deemed warranted for that.
Reed's aunt, Jessica West, choked up at a news conference on Thursday.
She was a go-getter. Whatever she set her mind into doing, she did. Difficulties came, but she did not let that outdo her.
Brittany Simmons, who taught Reed all 4 years she was in high school, called her a teacher's dream.
She just always answered that call to whatever needed to be done, she would do it. And that's the thing that I remembered.
Hand left Chickasaw for a job as a police officer in Citronelle. He later resigned from that position after the grand jury handed up the indictment. Reporting live in Chickasaw, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.